I will post it in the link.
All right, what's going on, Cowboys Nation? It's your boy DMV back with another one. I know that Friday has been too long, but we are here. Got my boy Elton on the line. Say,
What up, everybody?
yeah, tell everybody where they can find you, brother.
What is my channel? Elton Costin. It's real simple.
All right, cool. Yeah, he kept it. It used to be Real Talk Vegas Cowboys, but now you can find him at Elton Costin, and you can see him in the comment section as well. So, yeah, man. I mean, it's like right now while things are slow and while things are matriculating the way they are, like we're kind of at the hands of the reporters as far as what's going on in camp. And a couple of the things that I've noticed, the one thing that really stands out is they say that Dak Prescott really looks he's having the best offseason that he's ever had. And we all know that Dak Prescott is not really a practice player. So would you attribute that to who's calling the plays and who's installing them as far as John Kitna being there, or would you just say that maybe it's about that time and it's the fourth year, so he knows what to expect?
It's a little bit of everything. I think it's the play calling. He is more comfortable, and he also has a plethora of receivers who actually can run routes.
All right, cool. So I forgot to put a title to this video, but I mean it's also Cowboys talk, so we can talk about anything. And a couple of guys that I've been reading about. Again, I've been talking about them the last couple of weeks, but John Van Johnson his name keep popping up, bro.
Yeah, they damn say he out there just leaving everybody in the dust other than Jordan Lewis.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of Jordan Lewis, from what I read, I heard he been holding his own out there, like against Amari too. So, a lot of people want to. I mean, we already knew, man. We're big Jordan Lewis fans anyway. I mean,
Like I've always said, Jordan Lewis is better than Byron personally.
I think he is too. I think he is, and I think that the numbers spoke for themselves when him and Cheeto were opposite of each other. I believe that during a stretch where they were the best corner tandem, and not to mention Jordan Lewis is going to get his hands on a couple of footballs too.
Yep.
Best believe. I mean, I know Chris Richard really likes his tall corners, and they have a certain formula that they like to try and implement as far as oh, this guy's 6 feet, got long arms, like this is what I want. Sometimes it's those guys that are just absolute ballers that end up just changing everything. And I think Jordan's one of those guys.
He is one of them guys they actually better sign now. Get out in front of it.
Sign, or do you think that they try and move him? Because they love Byron, man, for some reason.
I don't. To me, like I always say, it ain't no need. What is the purpose of trading Dapper unless you're gonna get a premium pick? And right now, we ain't gonna get a premium pick for a guy who I feel is better than our number one corner.
Yeah, that's pretty big saying that. Why do you feel that Jordan Lewis is better than Byron Jones?
He is better in zone. He's better in man. He actually plays the ball better. Byron's a better athlete. He is going to out jump you and all that, but I don't think Byron's a great football player. He's a great athlete.
Hold on, give me 2 seconds, man. I got to plug this computer in. I'm almost running low. Yeah, but keep talking while I'm plugging the computer in.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because my whole thing is Byron's a great athlete. I don't think he's a great football player. I don't think his IQ is high. I think Jordan Lewis has a high IQ, which is why he gets his hands on the ball. He actually sees the play developing and he breaks on it. Byron just plays the receiver. Strictly that. That is all he do. Jordan Lewis plays the receiver. He is watching the quarterback. which is why you see Byron Jones break up the plays with his back to the ball. He makes up with his athleticism than actually with IQ personally. Shit. But I, because in my opinion, you damn signed Jordan Lewis now. Why, to me, why the damn price is very low. Because if he goes out there, say Byron starts the year off on pup, and then Jordan Lewis balls, the price of the brick goes up. In the words of Marlo Stanfield.
Hey, hopefully I'm back. I'm gonna try and invite Elton back. I apologize, everybody. I apologize. I should have had this. I actually had the cord and everything ready, but sometimes when you're manning the kids by yourself, because that's what I'm doing today. Got them in the back room. They're watching Netflix and stuff like that. But sometimes when you're manning the kids and the wife is out, you try and do a whole bunch of different things, and little things you kind of lose out on little things. So I definitely remembered the plug, but I forgot to plug it into the computer. So let's see if I'm back up. Looks like I am.
Yeah, it damn cut off on me.
No, it's on me. It's me because look, I knew that my computer was low, and see, my wife went out to this ladies' night event, right? So even with her pregnant stuff, she went out there to this ladies' night event or whatever. And so I got the kids. So I'm feeding them. I'm trying to get everything all together. And I'm like, last thing I forgot was just to plug the computer in. So I mean, it's all good though. But yeah, finish what you were saying, because I think that you were talking about as far as Jordan Lewis having a little bit more IQ when it comes to actually diagnosing plays, because I was actually going to touch on that, and I'm glad that you was talking about that. But yeah, go ahead and finish your point.
Yeah, because if you look at when Byron breaks up a play, his actually back is to the ball. He isn't seeing what is going on. He's just athletic enough to get there. Byron and Cheeto, when they doing it, they are playing on the actual ball, which is why they are in position to get interceptions. Byron's never in a position to get an interception, which is then why he gets none.
Yeah, I agree. I think that the crazy thing about Byron is I think that his athleticism is something that has kind of been a curse to his career, because he's always been able to react after the fact and kind of keep up with them and eventually maybe get a hand on you here or there. But when somebody gets like a really good release on Byron, his ass is toast. You know what I mean? That was when he was a safety. And that goes for him being being a corner. It's the same thing. I think with Jordan Lewis not only diagnoses a little bit better. I think that Jordan Lewis, I think he's more physical.
Definitely, way more physical.
Now, I'm not sure that Jordan Lewis is a better tackler than Byron, because I think Byron's a pretty solid tackler. Very, very good tackler. He's pretty strong. He's very athletic. Like, make no mistake, he's more athletic than Jordan, and he's bigger. But I think as far as a football player, like you said, I think that Jordan Lewis is just a better football player. I think that he's tough-nosed. And I think that he's everything that Rashard wants except for his height. Which,
And
hey, I feel like if you can play, you can play.
it ain't damn like Jordan damn Lewis is Daryl Green's height at like 5'7". He's 5'10". So it ain't like he is still a relatively tall corner.
The thing I had to hear, man, was him battling Amari Cooper, because we all know that Amari Cooper is a craftsman when it comes to running those routes. And I can't say that the same would happen if it's Byron head up with Amari Cooper. Like where Byron is actually in position to make plays on the football or to get his hand in there. I can't necessarily say that about him. Now, I won't jump the gun and say that Jordan Lewis is completely better than Byron as far as like a corner for our scheme or what Chris Rashard wants. I won't completely jump that gun because I don't want to be a prisoner of the moment because Jordan Lewis is playing and Byron Jones is hurt and we can't see what he's doing out there because technically he doesn't have the same advantage that Jordan has right now, where it's the second year you're coming in with Rashard. You know what I mean? Where you're hitting the ground running. He doesn't have that right now because he had hip surgery. So I won't completely say that he's better, but I definitely understand why you say that. And in all honesty, if we somehow allow Byron Jones to walk and not sign them to big money, I definitely will be on board with it if Jordan Lewis is your other corner. I would be on board. I don't think there'd be a drop-off.
And I think all in all, everybody's saying we actually can't resign anybody. If somebody ain't going to be resigned, it's going to be him.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm with you on that. And so I'm going to touch base with a couple guys that are in the chat right now. A couple people that are here all the time. Got Zachary Nations. I bleed silver and blue. Derek Clegg. We got Keith Parrish. So let's read a question right now. Or actually, I bleed silver blue said Dak at $34 million a year. What's your thoughts? My thoughts are if try and get him to 33, because right now what's Carson Wentz at about 32.5?
Yeah.
So try and get Dak at about 33 and match the guaranteed money that Carson Wentz got. That's what I would try and do. Now, he don't budge on that and he went 34, then I'll probably give him 34. Because you don't want this to drag out. And from what I'm hearing about Dak Prescott and how I'm hearing how he's looking, how confident he is, how accurate he is, his rapport with Randall Cobb, and him just coming in there looking like a freaking boss, man. I just want to get it done. I want to get it done. I want to get it done now.
Now.
What about you? Oh, you in the same boat?
I'm in the same. I mean, 34 if they got to do it. Okay, but like I said, I think I said it yesterday. Meet him in the middle at 33. What Carson Wentz got $107 million guaranteed. Give him 110.
Yeah, I'm at the point now because think about it. We were talking about Dak's worth 20. Like when we first started this, we were like, Dak's worth about $25 million a year. Then we jumped to, Dak's worth about, is he worth $30 million? It seems like it keeps jumping up every couple of weeks as far as the number.
Move.
And if Wentz signed his deal, I mean, who else is next? I mean, you got to get him before Mahomes signed the damn extension.
You got to get him you're going to have to get him before golf.
Yes, you absolutely have to. That got to be next, man. Like I'm confident that they will get a deal done.
And Michael Irvin said something that was perfect. Get this done now. Because if you don't, what is that showing the rest of the team? We actually can't even get our main guy signed.
Agreed. And I think that once you get him signed, everything else just becomes easy. everything else falls into place. It's hard to say I'm going to sign Zeke, I'm going to sign Amari, and then you try and give your quarterback leftover money you don't have. Even though we'll have a lot of money next year and all of that type of stuff, I just think you try and get rid of you try and get the biggest deals out of the way. We already got DeMarcus done. Now go ahead and get Dak done. I think the sooner
it makes everything easy.
Hell, if we listen to Mark Holmes, we would have got Dak for $20 million a year. So, and I thought Mark was crazy then. Well, Mark ain't so crazy now because now we're looking at $14 million a year more. And Mark said sign him last year. Mark was like, we probably need to, get him right now while he's going to be cheap before the salary cap goes up and all that stuff. And yeah, man, I mean, quarterback is a premium position and quarterbacks are getting paid now. So,
and what I damn say to you, if they let Dak go out and play it out, it'll be the biggest mistake they've ever made. Because Dak's going to go and kill it this year. Barney gets injured for the season. If Dak plays 16 regular season games, he is going to kill it this year.
Absolutely, absolutely. What's going on, Brian SoCal? Let's see. Somebody asked a question. Well, I'm gonna go to this, then I'm gonna go to the question. South of Heaven 88 said Dak's agent's at 34. Let's be like Pawn Stars and offer 28 and meet him in the middle. I would have been like that a couple weeks ago, but now that Carson Wentz signed the deal, we ain't got time to play around. We don't got time to play around with the cat and mouse. We
actually blew it.
He kind of got us over a barrel right now. Because I was not expecting Carson Wentz, and the Eagles kept it so quiet. I was not expecting Carson Wentz to have that deal done. And now that deal is done, they paid him that money. You can't justify paying Dak any less than Carson Wentz.
Nope, because the eye test only means so much. Show me results over an eye test. You can say Carson Wentz looks like a better quarterback. Okay. What actually does the on-field results say?
At the very least, you're looking at an equal deal with him and Carson Wentz. At the very least, like, you got to understand your position. See, the Cowboys were in a position where they could have controlled the market to where the Eagles, where Carson Wentz's agent would have came and said, well, look, we think he better than Dak. We got to up it to more than Dak. Well, now Dak's agent said, we think we better than him. So we think he needs to get a little bit more.
And this is probably one of the few times where I think Stephen Jones running it is actually hurting because he wants to get you at the less as possible. So he's willing to drag out negotiations. Jerry's been, hey, we actually need to sign him. I'm going to sign him, whatever the cost. I ain't got time for this. Steven's thoughts are right, but actually right now, this is hurting. Because the narrative has changed. Because everybody's, well, if actually Dallas believed Dak was worth this, they already would have signed him.
It's not even just about the narratives to me, man. It's about what's right and the timing. You know what I mean? Like, because they're going to always come up with narratives about us. Damn, Rico Gathers just got a damn suspension today while news is slow with the NFL, which we'll touch on next. But there are always going to be narratives with us, man, no matter what happens. Hell, what was it, 2 years ago? Or was it last year? Cole Beasley had a damn rap album. We always going to have narratives when it's the Dallas Cowboys. It is what it is. But somebody did touch on Rico Gathers. It says, what do you think about the Rico Gathers crap? So I'll let you touch on it first.
To me, it's crap. What this happened this time last year, and it took him a whole year to realize, you know what? Let's suspend him a game.
One damn game. You could have done that last
year and got that out the way. Which is my whole thing with we actually talking about. If y'all gonna suspend Zeke, get that shit over now. I don't need you to do this because Because think about when Terrence Williams got suspended. He got suspended in the middle of the season. It was real quiet, but he got suspended. I'm like, please don't. We be 7-1. We are going to suspend Zeke 3 games. Whoa, no, we not.
Yeah, there's got to be some guidelines with it, and I think, in my opinion, there should be like there should be a deadline. There should be a deadline on it because that happened a year ago, and quite honestly, if they suspended in one game, it wasn't that serious. So,
because I don't even know if he suspended the game or well, since he's not getting paid a game. Because if you read it, it is real murky. Like, yeah, he is suspended without pay for one game.
crazy.
What does that mean? Is he suspended or else can he play and he's just not getting paid? I don't.
It more than likely ain't gonna matter, man, because in reality, he probably ain't gonna be on the roster. No way. I can't see, with all of this defensive line depth anyway, I can't see them having 4 tight ends. Not with Witten on this team.
Because we all know Witten ain't getting cut. It don't matter what happens.
Yeah, no bull.
Witten has can drop every pass in preseason. He's on the roster.
Witten somehow managed to walk out on them, come back, and he still get veteran days. How the hell that happened?
The only way Rico makes the team is he actually has to have a hellacious preseason.
Yeah, apparently he made some kind of freakish catch the other day. The thing is, it needs to be less time in between those freak plays. You know what I mean? Like, the last freak play he made was last preseason, where he like just pretty much went over took the ball. It needs to be less time in between that, man. Like, you need to keep doing that.
Because we actually said it last year. If Rico Gathers can just develop into Antonio Gates like, that actually would so change the complexion of our offense.
Now you're looking at them going to get a Randall Cobb. You got Amari Cooper. You got Gallup. We don't even need that no more.
And honestly, I like Blake Jarwin the most and actually tight end because Blake can move.
Mm-hmm.
Blake could jump over you too.
Yeah. So, I mean, I kind of like where we are. At first, I wanted a new tight end. At first I wanted a new tight end just because I think that Jay Sternberger is going to be I think he's going to be a stud.
Yeah, he is going to kill us in damn Green Bay. Just ain't
let him get him, bro.
Yeah, like, come on.
It's all good. I mean, the roster.
It is what it is.
Yep. Speaking of off-season moves, let me make sure that I don't miss anything with the comment. Speaking of off-season moves, let's talk about bum-ass Georgia Loca. Yeah, I said bum-ass Georgia Loca. How many times have you read articles
and he getting cooked
as torched? And it ain't by first-team guys either, bro.
Yeah, what is his name? Javion Johnson and them is tearing his ass up out there. they gonna make the roster off of him.
Yeah, man. I mean, I was against this from day one. I get why they did it. I get it. You know, offer you a draft position, but you could have had that draft position if you went ahead and signed hurt-ass Eric Berry. Because at the end of the day, I mean, Aloka is not out. He's not besting Jeff Heath, guys. He's not. It's like, for that. Everybody thought, oh, he's better than Heath. I sat right here and told you it wasn't going to happen. I told you that. I put a video out that he wasn't going to beat Jeff Heath. Vosh told y'all that. Vosh did a whole video. Did you get a chance to see it?
Yeah.
On why Georgia Loca was some trash. Me and Vosh sat and talked in Mark basement for about I don't know how long we said George Iloka was like. Why did you even sign him? You could have just went without signing the safety and been fine.
Exactly. I'm like this, and I said it yesterday. He don't even bring nothing to the young guys. What is he gonna show them? How to get beat? I'm about to say Heath already knows that. Okay, whatever. I can get burnt on my own. I don't need you out here.
Here's the crazy thing. People can disagree with me all you want. I don't think that he's had a year. He's probably never had a year as good as Jeff Heath had last year.
He's played good at the end of 2017.
My problem with Jeff Heath is I've always thought that he's the best backup safety in the league.
Yes, that we actually just happening to be starting him.
Yes, exactly. And the thing is, he's such a good guy. He's such a good teammate. He's such a I will say he's a competitor because he competes. He definitely does. I just think that there's certain things that he can't control. He can't control that people are just better than him. Like when receivers are better than him, I mean, there's just certain guys that are like, for example, like Calvin Johnson had his best game ever. I know Jeff Heath was young, but Jeff Heath was all over those highlights, bro.
Yeah, he was.
Highlights.
Him and Brandon Carr.
Yeah. When you look at missed tackles last year, I think somebody had a stat that he had 22 missed tackles. You know, sometimes he's not the most consistent as far as tackling. I will tell you this, for the most part, I mean, other than that damn Rams game, he's in the right spot at the right time. He'll just get beat. You know what I mean? Sometimes he'll make plays, but you cannot sit here in Chris Richard, you cannot sit here and tell me as a coach, I don't care what the money is, you cannot sit here as a coach and tell me I can coach him up to be even more serviceable than what an Eric Berry would. And I'm still on the Eric Berry bandwagon. You know why? Because an article just went out and he said the Cowboys are still in the mix, which we're happy to hear that, right?
Yeah. And then it's probably going to be the money we offered them at first. And he said, nah, because it is obviously they actually offered him something that he just wasn't comfortable with yet. He was like, nah, I don't want to take that money, and I'm going to have to do OTAs and mini camps. Get me the training camp.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, because Ioka might not even make it through the first. He might not even make it to training camp.
He might not, man.
Because they can get Eric Berry.
Somebody's asking me right now, Buddy Johnson's asking, do I think Donovan Wilson makes the 53-man roster? I tell you what, if he even with Iloka, yes.
Iloka's ass is gone.
Yeah. If it's even close as far as ability and making plays and picking up things, because if you think about it, Iloka has an advantage of being a veteran in the league and you know, understanding the speed of the game. But as far as learning the teachings of what Chris Richard really wants, they're in the same boat. And the thing is, Iloka has already reached his ceiling. This young kid hasn't. So if they are even or even close, I think you have to go with the young guy. Because neither one of them will start anyway. It's going to be Heath. So you might as well go with the young guy.
Yeah, and then the only way Heath isn't starting is if we get Eric Berry.
And then, I mean,
but even
Donovan Wilson probably still will be on the roster. I think the biggest thing is Kayvon Frazier going to be here too? That's another question. Because if you add another safety, he's gone.
Because if you look at numbers, we gonna carry probably on the game day roster 4 to 5 corners. Probably you gonna have to be at least 8 or 9 D linemen, 7, 8 O linemen. So somebody's gonna have to come up short, and
you got to keep Heath because one thing that I do love about Heath, and I said Aloka could not do this, and this is why he wasn't going to beat Heath out. Heath can play free if you need him to. You know, he can do both. As a matter of fact, I don't think he was supposed to play strong last year, but the type of guy he is, I think that they knew that they could put him in that position. Over, and then which allowed Xavier Woods to get on the field. That's how they got him on the field. And that's why I think that Steven in his comments a while ago said something about Jeff played down for us. Like when he said Jeff played down for us, all that means is they moved him down. You know what I mean? Or they didn't say the way I looked at it was when he said we were thin at the position, it was we had to put him there because what we had there wasn't ready. Or we had to put him there because I just think it was best for the team.
Yeah, because I don't think anybody really wants Jeff Heath in the box.
Okay. South of Heaven said, F. Eric Berry, come on, he injured, can't be healthy. And here's the thing, South of Heaven, I don't need him for a whole season. All I need him for is to be healthy during that playoff run. Right now, they said that there's bone spurs in his foot or whatever the heck it was. I only need him for 8 games. I need him for a year, 8 games for this playoff run. That's all I need. 8 games in the playoff run. That's all I need. I'm not asking for him to come in here and, play 16 games. But I will tell you this, hurt as Eric Berry give you more than George Aloka will. That's a fact. And it's not like money's the issue right now. So
he can give you more in the film room.
Yeah. He can give you more in the film room. He can give you more with the young guys, in my opinion.
Yes, that is another reason why I actually wanted Earl Thomas, because he is going to teach you, which is why they kept Sean Lee, because Sean Lee was showing Van Der Esch and Jalen Smith last year. He was invaluable even though he wasn't playing. You actually need those vet guys to say, hey, watch the tape like this. Look at that.
Yeah, exactly. Right now, Aloka trying to compete with that young guy. Gonna show him. Cause he can beat by 13 receivers, bro. Literally, it was 2 separate ones. John Vea, I read an article today. John Vea beat his ass, and then the other day it was Devin Smith that beat his ass. So you getting beat by receivers that ain't gonna be on the roster. John Vea might be.
He might be.
Actually, John Vea is not bad. I remember watching him on tape. I forget what corner it was when I think it was Michael Jackson, where I did the film breakdown of Michael Jackson, and he tore his ass up a couple times off that line. So it's not like John Vea can't play, but there's a good chance that he won't make the roster. There's a good chance. He's on the outside looking in right now. Devin Smith's not going to make the roster. And he beating George Aloka. And you're reading things about miscommunications with him and other young guys back there. I mean, it don't look good. It's what it don't look.
Yeah, because if you ain't getting it now, you ain't gonna get it at camp. I mean, maybe he turns it on. Maybe he shocks me. Prove me wrong. I will never be mad at a player on our team proving me wrong.
And I think that if George do make the team, I don't think it'll be for the whole year. I think eventually, if he makes the team, it's until they can get one of these young guys ready on practice squad. And then eventually you'll see his ass phased out like he was in Minnesota.
They gonna give him the Darren McFadden treatment. You know what, Darren, we like you, but I think it's time for Rod Smith to get these carries.
Yeah, absolutely. See, South of Heaven said, Cedric Wilson, that's a tough one with us having Cooper Gallup, Cobb, Hearns, Austin, Noah Brown. I think what hurts Cedric Wilson right now is he's not out there, is he? I don't think he is, right?
Nope.
I think he's getting ready for training camp. I think that this time right now would be good for him because See, last year I had him pegged out beating Cole Beasley. He's not beating out Randall Cobb. So, I mean,
The best thing he can hope for is an injury.
yeah.
Because
You know,
if you
practice
look,
squad again. They
and
ain't cutting him because he's from Boise. They're not cutting the Boise kid. Not completely outright. They'll cut him and then practice squad. But
because I even think I even think receivers gonna be a number they gonna go low. Because everybody's interchangeable.
and plus, there's one guy on our roster that takes away one of those receiver spots, and that's Tony Pollard.
Yep.
So, because there's gonna be packages where they want to get him and Zeke on the field at the same time, and we've been hearing nothing but really really good things about him. So,
because Pollard's basically a receiver anyway.
yeah.
Yeah, because Daryl Henderson was the bell cow back.
Yep. Absolutely. The running back position, I think, is going to be a very interesting one. Because I've heard some really good things about Darius Jackson. On the Cowboys website, they had their top 10 players. He was number 9. So I was really surprised to hear that. Because I mean, I think Weber is back, but I mean, we'll see. I mean, he's been Darius has been on the team and around for quite a while. So I expect him to be. I guess it's like I expect him to be better, but I did not expect him to be a top 10 guy that turned heads. If that makes any sense.
Because they said Tony Pollard's been running with the one, so you already know him. You already know it's him and Zeke, and if they decide to keep a third guy, because I think they're gonna keep Alamawale at fullback, so then he's gonna count in those numbers.
Let's see. Meticulous Cowboy said 2 QBs, not 3.
Definitely.
I agree with that. And speaking of that, there have been some things the last couple of days about Cooper Rush.
Trash.
Man, we stuck there, bro, man. Damn.
Trash.
We stuck. My only hope was that Mike White would eventually get better. And I heard one thing. Other than that, I've heard nothing but we need better play from the backup quarterbacks. And I don't even know what you do at this point. There's nobody that's going to get cut. There's nobody that's out there that the Cowboys are going to bring in here that makes sense.
I want to say we can hope the Redskins cut like a Colt McCoy, somebody who can win a game or two if something happens back.
Yeah, that's a great point. The Redskins are going to have to cut a quarterback. Right now, their quarterback situation as a whole is better than ours. Obviously, we got the best quarterback, but they got better, more serviceable quarterbacks that are there. You know what I mean? Like they got Case Keenum, boy. Hell, Josh Jackson is better than both of these guys got right now.
Yes, sir.
So I think that is something to keep your eyes on right now with the Redskins situation. For some odd reason, though, even though they have a better quarterback situation than we do, they still can't figure shit out over there. I don't know why.
Because their receivers are trash.
Yeah. So, that's a situation to look out for. Is there any other teams that might be like in a situation where they have quarterbacks kind of vying to cut each other's throats?
Who the hell does Sam Bradford play for?
Keep Sam Bradford ass away from my team. That's like the modern day Drew Bledsoe. Yeah, nah. Drew Bledsoe when he played with us, when he couldn't freaking move. That's what Sam Bradford is right now. And keep in mind, if you sign Sam Bradford, for some damn reason, he got the best agent in sports.
Yeah, Sam Bradford again.
Deals.
$30 million. You're like, how the fuck Sam Bradford get
Oh, that's funny.
Sam Bradford almost a billionaire out of nowhere. You're like, our backups are just trash. It ain't no need to sugarcoat it. Both of them are trash.
Okay, let's see.
Which is another reason they need to get Dak signed. Because it's obviously they don't know how to develop a QB.
Buddy Rush said that Cedric Wilson caught a touchdown from Cooper Rush in OTAs. All right, so that's great. That's great to hear. I'm a big Cedric Wilson guy. I hadn't heard it. I hadn't heard that, but that's good if that did happen. Let's see. South of Heaven says, I don't see Darius making the team. 4 running backs, fullback Zeke Pollard, and Ohio running back we got, which is Mike Weber. I don't see Darius making the team either, but I didn't see nobody else. I didn't see none of them other names up there, which I didn't even see Tony Pollard name up there, which we already know he's doing well. But if I just felt that if Darius's name was up there, he's got to be doing something. He's got to be doing something a little bit better than, or maybe he just surprised whoever wrote the article. Like, damn, I didn't know he had that in him. But everybody else, they had to a higher standard. Maybe, I don't know. All I know is what I've read. Let's see. Hi, Stephanie. How you doing, Stephanie? Zachary Nation said something. He said we need to sign Josh McCown.
That is better.
I'd say Josh McCown.
Yeah, that is damn better than both of them. Hell, damn. Give us Fitz magic.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, I was talking about a lot of these guys circulating that, don't win nothing or that are journeyman quarterbacks, but I think that if y'all ain't going to, well, you know what? I'm going to give John Kitna a chance. We got to give him a chance. He got to be able to develop, because we've never really developed a quarterback and we've never really invested in a quarterback coach to develop these guys, except for this year where we brought in John Kitna. So, while I say that, if this had been like the third year of Kellen Moore being the quarterback's coach, or second year or whatever, or if it was still Wade Wilson, rest in peace or whatever, and we had the same quarterback coach for a while and just seemed like we ain't developing no young guys, I'd say let's go ahead and get a veteran. But we got to give John Kitna, we got to give him the opportunity to see what he can get out of these guys. At least right now, at least through training camp. If training camp, these guys still look like ass, there's some veterans out there that can pick up the offense pretty soon. And where, the NFL is pretty much a copycat league. Everybody pretty much does the same things. They just have to learn the terminology. But I think that we at least got to give John Kitna a training camp to see what he can do with these guys. Let's see. Keith Parrish said, could Kellen Moore take over as starting quarterback? I don't know if y'all remember, but I saw that man throw a changeup on the slant. I think his mind is there, but I don't think that he's at the NFL level he was ever able to really put it together. So, hell, I'd rather go Cooper Rush, bro.
No, I ain't gonna go that far.
Damn, you'll bring Kellen Moore no passes back in.
Yeah, give me Kellen.
Not Jason Garrett ass up there. Shit, he throwing warm ups. Put Jason Garrett.
Yeah, and I take Jerry Jones. Jerry, man, somebody. If Cooper Rush is in, I'm out. I will cut off the TV. Click. I already know what's about to happen. Because that Arizona preseason game, I said, And I shut a whole lot of people up. I'm like, yeah, man, Cooper Rush is better than Dak. Okay.
Oh my God!
I said,
Who
okay.
remember? Hey, everybody who's listening, put your hand up. Raise your hand if you remember when everybody was when all these people, when all these Dak haters out there, and I wasn't even the greatest Dak. I wasn't even backing Dak then, and I could tell you that. Raise your hand if you remember when they said Cooper Rush should start last year. I just need a show of hands because I knew that was asinine then, and it's even more asinine now. We look like geniuses right now, and I'm saying that.
And it was right before that Arizona preseason game, and then I said, "This is the guy." When he had like 6 turnovers in like a half, I said, "This is the guy." Okay. They would actually have to give us 2 first-round picks if damn Cooper Rush started. Yeah, we're gonna have to give y'all the first and the second.
Stephanie called him Pooper Flush.
I don't even know how he made the NFL.
I'll tell you what though, his ass can throw some one-on-ones. The best throw he ever made was to Dez against Jordan Lewis in that All or Nothing show. That's the best throw I've seen Cooper Rush make. Other than that, it's been.
Yeah, see, that is why he had people hype you. See what he did to Dez? Yeah, Dez
was a one-on-one. He knew what he was.
I'm about to say Dez is out of bounds too.
I'm 100% sure. I'm not an NFL quarterback. I could have made that throw. Now, needless to say, I throw all the time. Like I'm throwing to the kids at receiver, and I used to be a quarterback in high school, so I can spin it a little bit. But I'm just saying, I could have made that throw to Dez that he made. All he did was throw it up. At that point, Dez was getting everything. So, well, at least that week.
he didn't do it in the game. He did it in practice. So
I had to clarify myself at least that week. Oh, that's funny as hell.
Shout out, Dez. You my guy.
He is my guy.
Don't actually pay attention to me.
He my guy, but keep him off my roster too.
Exactly.
Bring Dez back. Hell no.
I love you, Dez. You can damn go in the ring of honor in about 10, 15 years.
Absolutely.
I don't
absolutely.
care.
He's a ring of honor guy. Definitely.
I don't care. But you better not step foot on that field again in the Cowboy uniform.
I'll tell you what Dez can do. Let Dez do the hype video. Like when you're trying to get the crowd up. Like Dez do that. He can do that. He can throw up the X and all that type of stuff, but he can't be on my roster. Nope. And I mean, shoot, we about to wrap this up in a little bit, but let's see if we got any comments or anything like that. Keith Parrish said he can make that throw too when he was in his 20s and 30s, but not now. Stephanie said Dez can go hang out with bees. Oh, Stephanie, you must not like Dez. You must not like Dez that much. You gonna send him up to the cold where he gonna get his ass kicked? Hell no. Nah. Buffalo is like I mean, I feel like if I'm gonna go to like NFL graveyards, I'd rather go somewhere where it's warm. Like I'd rather go to Oakland,
Tampa Bay.
I'd rather go to Oakland when they moved to Las Vegas. Yeah, Tampa Bay. Like I mean, if you're gonna put me out my misery, at least let it be hot where I can at least enjoy the weather. I can retire in peace. Like, don't send me to the cold. Damn. That's how you feel, Stephanie? Oh, that's funny. But yeah, man, is there anything else you want to talk about before we wrap this up? Any other players that are making notable splashes in OTAs that you've been hearing about?
What is the cornerback name? Yeah.
That guy.
I can't say it. I can't say it. But they like he out there balling. He almost made the roster last year, which is right now with someone we was talking about earlier with Byron. Byron can't afford to set out training camp.
Olumba, I guess.
really, Dan Byron can't afford to set out training camp because these young boys gonna be on his ass. From Mike Jackson, Jordan Lewis, uh, Alumba, they were like, yeah, okay, Byron, yeah, we don't really need to pay you $15 million.
I think next year. They'll be like that. This year he's safe, I think.
Oh yeah, I mean they ain't gonna.
But
Not unless somebody coming with a first round pick, they be like, all right, Byron.
But what I will say is they might slow roll that damn hip, him coming back, if Jordan Lewis keep looking like he's looking right now.
Yeah, I
Looking like he's looking right now.
I actually wouldn't be surprised if Byron started the year on PUP.
Yeah. In all honesty, I think he should. Why not? Because Jordan Lewis can play the outside. I don't think you have to worry there. I really don't. I really feel that deep in my heart. We don't have to rush Byron back. Byron probably feels like he has to rush himself back.
Yeah, because he's looking at the comp.
And it's a contract year. So he probably going to get his ass back out there. But if I'm the Cowboys, there's no rush. There's no back out there.
Yeah, they don't want to pay him max dollars anyway. Like, yeah, sit down for 6 weeks. Don't worry about that. We love you, Byron.
Whoa, Zachary Nation said y'all see Witten jump up and get a ball during minicamp?
Yeah, he almost tore his ass.
He actually moved to catch a football. That's what's up. He must be doing yoga.
I love Witten, man.
Yeah, Witten my guy, but you know what, man, look.
3rd and damn 3, I know Witten's going to catch the ball. He ain't going to get more than 4, but he going to catch the ball.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't – we'll see, though, man. I've been hearing Dak making all these passes to everybody else, though. I've been hearing about Dak making a whole bunch of different plays, but, I mean, we'll see.
Man, I'm looking forward to the season, man. We are barely a month out of to damn training camp, so – and I'm going to go out there that first weekend.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let everybody know that you're going out there. That way they can get your channel.
Yeah. I'm going to record some stuff, put it on my channel.
Yeah, definitely. What we got to do is we got to hook you up with some of the guys that will be out there as well. That way, like, you know Shango?
No.
Okay, well, Shango is like pretty much the OG when it comes to this Cowboys YouTube stuff. And he'll definitely be out there, so you can hook up with him. I know that Mark goes out there every year with his daughter, so he might be out there at that point. And I know you already got acquainted with Mark. I'm not sure if Log went out there or not. Probably not. I'm not sure. I think that Vosh might go out there for a little bit. But yeah, I mean, there's a whole bunch of Cowboys YouTubers out there, and I mean, really, you shoot the footage, man, and that'll be dope. That'll be definitely dope. So everybody follow Elton Costin on YouTube. He's actually in the comments. He'll probably leave the comments. Oh, but before we go, Elton did an excellent video on Barry Sanders versus Emmitt Smith, and it's a must-see if you are a Cowboys fan. To me, if you're a football fan, you should actually take into consideration what he's saying. But the general consensus pretty much shows that most football fans are dumbasses, and they like to be told. They like to be told by the talking heads what is what. So, but yeah, go ahead and check his video out. I believe he left the link in there as well.
Yeah, it's in the comments.
He definitely did an outstanding job talking about breaking down Emmitt Smith versus Barry Sanders. So, and we're looking to hopefully have that debate. I have a Lions fan who is a big YouTuber. I gotta get Elton versus CJ one of these days, Barry versus Emmitt. Let me know if you guys will be very interested in seeing that debate, because
it ain't a debate. It's gonna be a slaughter.
Elton has pretty much called out my boy CJ and said he's gonna whoop his ass in this debate. So
CJ know that too. He know it. He know it.
Yeah. So yeah, they saying drop that link again, man.
All right. Then hold on for a second.
All right. But yeah, definitely. Like we were gonna talk about it. Elton was like, let's talk about it. I was like, nah, man, I think that everybody needs to hear your point of view on it. Like listen to your video because he broke down facts. He went back, went through rosters, all of that stuff, man. I mean, like
It is in there now.
you would think that the people who say the things that they say about Emmitt Smith are complete idiots. You would think that they don't even watch football at all. So I like that he broke that down. He simplified, in my opinion, one of the biggest enigmas in the sport. Not to a lot of people, but to me, I really don't think it's that cut and dry like everybody else does. But make sure you guys tune into that. It's almost 9 o'clock. I'm not sure if it's streaming from Puerto Rico or not, but we're going to get up out of here, all right?
Yeah, watch the video. It is a lot of facts. I think personally, I think NFL guys know it too. They actually like to be ignorant because it's the Cowboys.
Absolutely. So, all right, guys. Peace.